uh, I wanted to say that, there are ways to doing this type of thing as far as living for the Lord. But I get all the distraction. I get the money thing. He was talking about like R&B. He's like, well, your heavenly music ain't making enough money, so you start saying R&B and start getting wrapped up in that. See, see, this is where it gets difficult because when you're going towards that route, it could be a good thing if the Lord's leading you in there and then he's going to get you some money and get you out. But see, the only thing about that is if you're not about the Lord, then it could be very difficult to work and difficult to stay into that type of field and difficult to keep your faith at the same time. Now, me, a person like me, I could definitely do it because I can do like other stuff, and then if it don't have nothing to do with the Lord, you might as well you might as well be talking to yourself and oh, we got to do this over here. No, we don't. Because if it don't have nothing to do with the Lord, I really can't get with you. That's just me. It might not be you, but that's me. So I know how he want me anyway. He'll make sure that as far as we'll have a financial situation or whatever, because it's not always financial. It'll be like the people around you, or it'll be just like the area you're in. It's a lot of things that we go through, not just me, but just a lot of things that we go through. It'll be things like that he'll just like, all right, we're gonna change this because he know that I'm fine with it. He know that I don't have time to be messing around and different things like that. I always tell him like, look, if it ain't for me, I'm trying to do my thing, and I'm trying to do it in Jesus' name as well. But I'm trying to do my thing. When I say that, is that okay? We all know that you have to make money in this world to pay for things and different things like that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you want to do this, and that. And you want to make sure you get your bag. And he's like, what about Jesus? And then some people like, what about him? The other people like, well, yeah, I mess with him, but I can't really get down with everything because he don't add up to my finances. And see, I get that. But I wanted to give the Lord a reminder that I said, Lord, over these years, I have not turned my back on you, and I will never turn my back on you. Been fighting the fight for a while. And I mean, I know that he has a numerous amount of blessings in his kingdom. He has numerous amount of blessings in his kingdom. So you ain't gonna miss out. You think you miss. Oh man, I'm gonna miss out and all that. You ain't really missing out. We just, as humans, we think we missing out because that stuff is appealing. Oh, trust me, y'all. I know. He covered a lot of stuff in the sermon. He covered like how a lot of the men want extra wives and extra. Excuse me for a moment. He covered how they want like different wives, and how his way of preaching doesn't cover their way of lifestyle and different things like that. And see, I get that. I get that. See, I get the way both sides. Both sides are. His way of preaching doesn't cover their lifestyle, and their lifestyle doesn't follow his way of preaching. I get it. I get it, and I understand how some people may be actually confused because I'm not putting nobody down. They might be actually confused about the people back in the day having 700 wives and this many wives, and then the New Testament coming along, and then you're only supposed to have a certain amount of wives, or this, and that. Look, I covered this in a video. And ladies, don't be scared to tell. And I'm not going after any preacher, so you don't even have to come after me. I'm just talking about for as an individual. Ladies, you don't have to be scared to tell a preacher, hey, no, we're not doing this. Or anybody. I mean, see, I'm not just, this is why I just can't say, oh, it's a preacher. because it's both parties. And if somebody come to you, hey, well, the Lord told me this, and then you just say, okay, then see, how can you just blame that preacher? Of course, he's going to get whatever he get from God, whatever punishment or whatever. And you not have understanding, who knows what that'll come with. That could come with a newborn. That can come with a lot of stuff that this ain't really what this is about for me to talk about. But it could come with some things. But see, the pastor has a different tactic of, way of doing things. About 99% of the stuff he say sounds pretty good to me. Then he take out the words, so you can't really say too much. Some of the other stuff is like, okay, well, maybe not, but But 99 to 100% of the stuff he say, I'm like, yeah, I support him. Yeah, he's going against anybody who go against the grain, and then people lashing out now. He must be doing something right. That's what I mean. He going against the norm. Now his methods, I don't know. That's his methods. You talk to him, talk to the Lord, however y'all want to do about, hey, his methods are a little too so. That's on him. But I'm just speaking from what he was saying. Don't turn your back on the Lord. And I even I'm not condoning it, but I commend the preachers and stuff like that having all these. I don't see how they do it. 6 and 7, 8 wives, and then the girlfriends and baby and side chicks and all that. I mean, I was talking to I would see. I wouldn't have like girlfriends like I might talk to a few girls, but they know, like, it's not like they don't know. You see what I'm saying? I don't do that. Like, it's difficult. I already have a lot going on. I don't even see how the preachers do it. You got to preach the message and make sure you right with God and stuff like that. Then you got to have that. See, that's too much. I can't get with that. Girls, checking phones and stuff like that. I'm not even with that. I'm not even that type of person. Like, ask girl, yeah, check my phone or whatever. And I wasn't worried because I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not trying to hide it, holding my phone, stuff like that. I'm not worried about that. If you ask anybody that ever knew me, and I'm talking about really knew me, they would tell you that I'm more about the Lord than anything else. Now, and this stuff that I really like, I like women. Real men like women. Yeah, I like money and cars and houses and finances and what is it called, like digital currency and stuff like that, and you got the offshore and all. Anybody would like that type of stuff. But one thing that I like over all of that, take a guess. His name is in just about, if not all, of my videos. You guessed it. That's Jesus, yeah. So I want to encourage you to just don't turn your back on God for fame and fortune. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a taste of that fame and stuff like that. But see, I'm more for Jesus about doing this. A couple people coming, hey, how you doing? God bless you. Speak to me, different things like that, about different things and stuff. Oh, hey, what is that? What's that say right there? What your cat say? Oh, what? See, I'll get a little bit of it, but that comes with this type of territory. What I'm doing is more for the Lord's purpose. Just like today, it's early for me, y'all. And I was thinking about this earlier. I'm like, I ain't getting on there, I got things in my mind. I got like one or two things to do, and I think I'm gonna get one thing done tomorrow, and one thing is gonna be definitely done today. And then I'll of course say praise the Lord because I've been praying over this and just like praying over it, praying over it, praying over it. It's just things ain't easy, but they're doable. See, I pray, I go to the Master. I recognize that He has it under control, and I have faith and know without doubt and prayer and with believing, like we went over in one of the other videos. And I'm gonna go ahead and do these things. I'm gonna go ahead and do them. And I 120% believe that Jesus has. I don't know how. I never see it really. I just believe that He's gonna do it. I don't know how He's gonna allow me to do these situations. I don't know what's gonna come along. All I told him was, hey, look, I'm gonna give it my best. I got a few ideas about some of the things that I'm doing, but I need you to come full scale with me. That's all I basically said to him. Hey, I need you to come full scale. I'm gonna do one more for y'all. I'll be back in a moment.